Now, if you're not that experienced on recording vocals with compression and you just want to experiment a bit more and getting better at it, something you can do is all right, so now recording vocals with or without compression. Now, that's the question. But before we jump in, if this is your first time here on this channel, feel free to subscribe, to click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you think that the video is helpful, don't forget to share and to like. Now, should I record my vocals with compression? The answer is very simple, yes and no. A lot of engineers out there record their vocals or any other types of sources without any processing, so without EQ, without compression. Just because once everything is recorded, there's no way back. That's why a lot of people love to record without any processing, and that's probably your case. This is how most of us record our audio. Getting a clean sound so we can do everything afterwards in the mixing stage, and we have way more control. So this is a big advantage of recording with a clean signal. But some other engineers love to record their vocals with compression. So this way you have more control over the dynamics of the vocal during the recording stage. And in the end, it's less work to do during the mixing stage and the vocal sits better in the mix right away. So it is a time saver and you get the tone that you want directly at the recording. And like they say, you get it right at the source. So if this is something that you would love to try out, it's going to require you to know your compressor pretty well so you don't over compress. Because don't forget that once everything is recorded, there's no way back. You're going to be stuck with what you recorded. So if you record a overcompressed signal, you're going to be stuck with that overcompressed signal. So that's why a lot of people don't take any chances and they record a clean signal. Now on my side, for years, I recorded my vocals clean, without any effects, without any EQ or compression. But for the past 2 years or so, I started to just record with some compression and sometimes a bit of EQ if I need to, even if I record with my mixer at the back here. There's a semi-parametric EQ that I can work with if I need to. And then I have two compressors that I can use, the Drummer 1960, which is a tube compressor, and also the Tegler Crème, that is a stereo bus compressor to start with, but works pretty well on vocals as well. Those are the two hardware compressors that I own on my end, so that's why I love to use them when recording. But I'm very gentle when using compression during tracking because I want to avoid over compressing. So my starting settings are going to be like a 2:1 ratio, maybe an attack of 30 milliseconds or so. Release time, maybe between 50 and 100 milliseconds of release time. And my gain reduction goes to around 2-3 dBs, of gain reduction, which is pretty gentle. And this way I can keep my compression transparent and just to control a bit of the dynamics of the vocals, which works pretty well on my end. Using compression is also good for the singer. Performance-wise, and this is one of the reasons why I love to record my vocals with compression. When a singer sings into compression, chances are that he will perform differently. It will influence his performance, and that is in a good way. And when you add a bit of a space, a reverb or delay, with that, it just brings the singer in a very good place. Now, if you don't have any hardware compressors like I do, something that you can do is to use a sound interface that has a DSP chip that will allow you to use plugins with almost zero latency to monitor yourself while recording or to record with your effects also. Interfaces like the Apollo from UAD, some RME interfaces. I think they have like Total Mix, which is their system of direct monitoring. Steinberg has the URT4 and other interfaces that use the DSP mix effects. And the cool thing with those interfaces is you can use compression and reverb and EQ only to monitor yourself, so only to give to the singer. So the singer sings in compression, but if you want to record a clean signal, you can also do so, and which is the advantage of working with those interfaces if you want to experiment with this. Now, if you don't own a hardware compressor or these types of sound interfaces, something that you can do, if you work with CUBASE, you could insert a compressor plugin on the input channel as an insert plugin and record with that compressor effect directly in CUBASE. But that means that you'll need to monitor yourself within CUBASE. So the downside is you're gonna have to deal with a bit of latency. So if you don't mind dealing with a bit of latency, that's an option that you can work with. Now, recording vocals with compression is gonna require you to know your compressors very well. So you can know what the compressor sounds like and how it reacts to a vocal. So this way you're gonna avoid over-compressing. Again, don't forget that when you record with compression, you know, it's done, it's recorded, it's printed, so there's no way back. That's why you need to know your hardware compressors or plugins very well so you don't do any mistakes. Now, if you're not that experienced on recording vocals with compression and you just want to experiment a bit more and getting better at it, something you can do is to use a XLR splitter that will allow you to record your signal on two different channels. So one channel can have a compressor and the other one can be a clean signal. And you record both signals into your DAW. So this way, if something goes wrong with the compressed signal, if you overcompressed or something, you can always rely on the clean version of the same performance. So this is a very good way to learn about how to record with compression. And also, if you just want to send the compressed signal to the singer, so the singer can swim into compression while singing. But on the other hand, you want to record a clean signal, you can do the same by using this type of XLR splitter that goes from female connector to dual XLR male connectors. Now, you don't have to record with compression to have a high quality recording. This is a personal choice. On my side, I love to record with compression when recording vocals, to have a bit more control over the dynamics and to tone shape my sound just a bit, so I have a bit less work to do during mixing. But again, that's a personal choice. All right, guys, so this is gonna be it for today. I hope that was helpful. If so, share and like. And again, if you have any questions or comments about this topic or another topic, you can leave everything down below in the comment section. All right, my friends, until next time, see ya.